Hello everyone, this is Pet Crochets. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of everything I crocheted in 2023. This isn't even the complete pile. I have a huge pile on the couch next to me. If you watched my previous video, you'll know that 2023 was the year that I finally began experimenting with making my own crochet patterns. So most of these tops I have the patterns for or the tutorial up on my YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe and check out those videos. And for some of these items, when I was first beginning, I used YouTube tutorials that I found from other amazing crocheters, and I will of course link their channels and the videos as well. Filming these videos made me realize how far I've come in my crochet journey, but also how much further I have left to go and how much more I still have to learn. But I think it's an amazing process. With each new project, I'm learning a new stitch, I'm learning the best way to do something, how to convey that to you guys, and how to teach, and I think it's taught me so much throughout this year, and I can't wait to see what 2024 has in store for me. Anyway, let's get started. The first top we have is this corset style top. I created this top for the Stevie Nicks concert. It has mesh and some textured stitching in the back. For the front, I used peacoat detailing around the bust cups, and we have some ribbing along the front as well. I love this top. It's arguably my favorite top. This is also the first time I experimented with this type of bust cup, which now I love because it's truly measurement based and you can accommodate this to any size. When I first started making my own patterns and tops, I wasn't really considering measurement based as much, but now I'm trying to be more conscious so that everyone can create the same top no matter their size. So this top means a lot to me and I am proud of her. Next up, we have the Oceanside Cowl top. I saw a top similar to this on Instagram and immediately knew I wanted to create something like this for the summertime. However, looking back, I would definitely use a different yarn. This is a cotton crochet thread, and I just feel like it doesn't drape nicely enough, and it's a little bit more difficult to see that cowl drapey effect. However, I did have someone on my TikTok who recreated this top with a more drapey sequin yarn, and it looked absolutely beautiful. So if you guys decide that you want to make this top, I do have a tutorial out and I'll have it linked above. I would recommend exploring with different types of yarn, maybe even a bamboo yarn that has a little bit more drape to it. This top is measurement based, and also the bust is adjustable so you can make it as wide or narrow as you'd like. Next up, we have this distressed strapless top that also has an open split in the back. I absolutely adore this top. I wore it a lot with the maxi open split skirt I had in the previous video. I don't have a tutorial for this top up yet. I still have to recreate it. It just took so long to create because again, it is crochet thread. However, I promise I will get to it. I had so many people asking me for the tutorial for this top. I promise I'll get to it. It will be coming soon, so stay tuned. This top was absolutely a staple for me during the summertime. I wore it so often. I just love the distressed effect and the ruching at the front of the top. It was very easy to dress up or dress down, and it looked absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to make another one. Next up, we have the Cleo Lace top. I know I say this about every single top, but this one might actually be my top favorite. Maybe. I don't know. It might be. Only because this was the very first top that I actually ever sat down and wrote a pattern for. I saw another YouTuber put a tutorial out for this beautiful lacy scarf, and I took one of those lace panels and used that as straps and decided to create a top with it. I remember spending day and night mapping out how I was going to crochet this, how I wanted it to look, how I was going to make it measurement based. So it definitely took a lot of time and I was so proud of it at the end. So this one definitely holds a special place in my heart. I do have a tutorial for this, so go check it out. Next up, we have the Isadora Dragonfly Dream top. This top is just really fun in my opinion. It has a dangling little dragonfly charm in the middle, and I also made some matching dragonfly earrings that I also have the tutorial for. This top has little dragonfly cutouts, and it just reminds me so much of summer. I used to spend my summers in Japan. I'm half Japanese, so dragonflies will forever remind me of the summertime and all the wonderful memories I had in Japan. My grandmother used used to tell me that dragonflies were a symbol of good luck, and that when you see a dragonfly and it comes into your home, it's actually a spirit coming to visit you. So this top just brings a lot of memories for me. I do have a tutorial for this top, so go and check it out. This next top is definitely more of an experimental top. It's this ribbon top made entirely of ribbons. So when I was walking around Michael's, I saw this denim printed ribbon and I thought it'd be really cool to create some sort of top with it. It was my first time trying to crochet with this type of medium, but it was really fun. I didn't have a lot of ribbon, so I kind of challenged myself to sit down on the couch and right there, right on the spot, create something, and this is what I came up with. I actually did film the entire process and have a tutorial up for this top if you're interested in recreating this, whether it's with ribbon or a different type of medium. I still think it came out really lovely looking. Would I ever try crocheting with ribbon again? I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely will explore it in the future. I was thinking of maybe crocheting some sort of denim mini skirt with this same type of material, but we'll see. I also did see some other crocheters making bags out of ribbon, so that's definitely something I would like to try in the future as well. Let me know in the comments if you've experimented with crocheting with ribbon and what you've made. Next up we have this cozy plush strapless ruffle top. This is actually a set I crocheted along with those cozy lounge pants with a little side pocket detail. This has an elastic waistband around the top, and I used a bigger hook so that the ribbing was a little bit more stretched out and comfortable. I created this because I needed something to wear to the airport that I would be able to layer with. So I wore a sweater over this, and when I felt too warm I was able to take it off and kind of cool down. I crocheted that set literally the night before I had to leave and did not sleep so I could get this done. This top does not take that long to build up. I think I did it in around 2 hours because it's just a rectangle with the ruffles and then adding the elastic. Since I used a bigger hook and a weight 4 yarn, it didn't take too long to create. Unfortunately, I don't have the tutorial for this up yet, but it will be coming. I just have so many projects to catch up on and so many other projects I want to get started, but it's coming. Next up we have this simple mesh ruffle top. This one also has a little bit of a split open back. This one I created as a set with the ruffled shorts. I have a tutorial up on the shorts. However, I did not create a tutorial for this top because once again, I did it so last minute and I crocheted it for vacation. I wore this mostly as a beach / poolside cover up. However, it was really comfortable. I was able to also wear it out to dinner a few times and to breakfast. I'm not sure if I'll do a tutorial for this top. If you're interested in the top, let me know and I will work on making a pattern and doing a video for this. It has some ruffle detail, a nice mesh at the bottom, a tie in the middle to kind of give it that cinched sweetheart neckline, and the straps tie in the back to create a halter style. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested. Next, this is my latest creation. This is the Blue Velvet Rose Choker Top. My dad actually chose this name and I think it fits so perfectly. It reminded me of that Lana Del Rey song called Blue Velvet that I used to listen to all the time in high school. This is another top with that open split back. I'm clearly going through an open split back phase. And I also added this nice attached choker detail with a white rose. If you're interested in learning how to make the rose, I have a tutorial out on how I made a rose choker necklace. It uses the same pattern. For the front of the top, I put a little ribbon, and this is another distressed type of look. I used a different method for creating that distressed type of pattern and also used an iris stitch for this. This was my first time kind of creating something with this type of choker necklace detail. I have seen tops like this before online and in the store, so I wanted to make my own variation of it. I definitely do plan on playing around with this type of style more and creating more variations of this kind of top. The tutorial for this top along with the matching skirt will be coming soon. I have all the clips lined up, so be on the lookout for that within the next few weeks. Up next, we have this off-shoulder cozy sweater. This was the first and only sweater I've ever crocheted. I call this my ratty sweater. I used a YouTube tutorial and it was one of the first things I ever made, so it's definitely not perfect and it fits a little wonky and weird, but it's so comfortable and I wear it all the time. I'll be linking the video tutorial below for where I got the inspiration to create this. I definitely do want to try making another sweater. I bought some bulkier yarn and I'm going to experiment with making my own pattern. So that is also in the horizons for my next future projects. This is another top that I created using a YouTube tutorial. Once again, it's one of the first tops I've crocheted, so as you can see, it's definitely not perfect. The stitches are a little bit off, the seaming is a little bit off, but it's all part of the learning process. I love the design of this top. I think the square neck is really flattering and the mesh is very open and nice. I remember wearing this for my 26th birthday party, and although it's an acrylic yarn and it's heavier, the open mesh detail of the sleeves and the bottom of the top still kept me cool enough that I wasn't pouring sweat. So I'll link the video tutorial for this top down below. This pattern is very beautiful. I might make it again with a different type of yarn and with the experience I have now, so it's not so flawed looking. The next two tops I created for my birthday photo shoot, also for my 26th birthday. I have some photos up on my TikTok and maybe my Instagram if you want to check them out. I had this bandeau twisted top and this mesh sleeves along with a mini skirt, and I wore it with some pearls and I had my dog in a matching pearl leash. It was this whole vision I had in the moment and it all came together and I took some photos, so I have some pretty nice memories with these. I created the mesh sleeves based on the tutorial for the previous top. I don't think I'll be doing a tutorial for this twisted bandeau top unless anyone's interested. It was kind of an in the moment experimental type of thing that I created for the photo shoot, so nothing crazy. This next top is the actual first thing that I ever crocheted. It's this mesh sleeve tie top. I also used a YouTube tutorial for this and I'll be linking it down below. As you can see, this top is very loved and very worn. It's now riddled with holes because of the amount of times I wore this to the beach and washed it. This was perfect as a swimsuit cover up or for extra coverage on the beach, and I also wore it on top of different camisoles with a pair of jeans or a little skirt. So definitely loved, wore it a lot through the summertime and gave me a little bit of extra coverage, so that's very nice. I 100% want to make this type of bolero slash sleeve tie top again in the summertime. It's definitely a nice layering piece. The next top we have is this romantic long sleeve top. I crocheted the first version of this top. I'll show the second version next. This top I created with matching flared pants, and it was part of a set I created to wear for my wedding anniversary lunch with my husband. As you can see, this top definitely stretched out and lost a lot of its shape. So when I crocheted the second top, I made sure that I was a little bit more conscious about the size hook I used and the measurements I used. I'm still definitely learning how to work with crochet garments because of the stretch, and I'm still in the process of experimenting with different yarn fiber contents and different methods to help minimize some of that stretch. But nonetheless, I still love this top and I wear it every so often. This is the second version of that romantic long sleeve top that I was talking about. I do have a tutorial for this out. The difference with this top and the previous top is that this back is a little bit more V-shaped as opposed to the rounded shape in the previous top. However, in the tutorial, I'll explain how you can make the back different based on your preferences. This top features some mesh at the sleeves. It has a peacoat detail in the front, and it's a tie front top. However, in the tutorial, I also explained that you can use buttons for the front if you want it to be a little bit more closed. I like this top because it's a very flattering shape and it has a beautiful neckline. That's why I feel it's very romantic in my opinion. I also have a matching pair of shorts that go with this top to make it more of a casual lounge set, so it can definitely be dressed up or down. If you're interested, I have the tutorial for the shorts up as well. It's in my bottoms playlist. Okay everyone, that concludes this video. I'll be having a final part 3 video coming out soon on the 2 dresses I've ever crocheted, which I do have the tutorials for, along with any crochet accessories and dog items. If you like my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I have a long list of videos and patterns and tutorials I'm actively working on, so you don't want to miss those. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone!